Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, August 20th, 2013. In Guyana, Education Minister rejects opposition members' CSEC criticisms. In Trinidad and Tobago, National Petroleum suspends more staff members with pay. Liet returns grounded aircraft to service. And Jamaican Ambassador laments high rate of Jamaicans deported by the U.S. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
Million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out-of-pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out-of-pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Emerald's Travel. In an invited response to an article which appeared in yesterday's edition of the newspaper titled Opposition Members Blast Education Ministry for Poor CSEC Results, the Minister of Education, Priya Manikchand, fired back at the critics. While the comments made were generally based on the incapacity of the Education Ministry to improve the overall performance of students in Guyana, the minister said that she's pleased that people are speaking on the single most important issue in the country, the education of the nation's children. She is, however, grossly disappointed in the comments made by members of the opposition, which were contrary to congratulating the students, along with their parents and teachers, for performing so phenomenally well at the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate exams. She added, however, that the excellent performance of some is no consolation to her and that reality must be faced as the entire Caribbean region has been performing poorly in mathematics. The minister said that while the results suggest that students' performance in the various subject areas are not great, under the current administration, the results are better than what they used to be. To the claim that there is a noticeable lack of trained teachers, the minister responded by saying that while more mathematics and English teachers are definitely needed, she says, and I quote, "Our country can boast having 70% of trained teachers, whereas before when the PPPC assumed office, we had a complement of 30% trained teachers." To the apparent stealing of Guyana's joy, the minister said that she's not surprised by the comments made by the opposition members, and thus she's urging students, parents, and teachers alike to continue to be jubilant about the good results. "Don't let them rain on your parade," Manikchand said. And I quote, "These children did not come from rich and wealthy families. Some are from poor single-parent families and some are still struggling to make ends meet. What contributed to their success, however, was the fact that parents were behind their children foot to foot." The Education Minister thus urged that politicians be more constructive in their observations and criticisms. In Trinidad and Tobago, state fuel distributor National Petroleum yesterday suspended more employees without pay, the company said in a release last evening. On Friday, the company said based on initial reports, it had suspended over 40 staff members. However, as investigations continue, it said additional employees have now been suspended with pay, all pending further investigation. The company did not say how many more employees have been suspended. On August 13th, 14th, and the 15th, the Oilfields Workers Trade Union engaged its members in an illegal work stoppage at NP's gantries, the company said. And I quote, "NP's focus remains to ensure the timely delivery of fuel to our service station network, airports in Trinidad and Tobago, industrial customers including the Port Authority and PowerGen, all hospitals and all of the protective services. We have been able to maintain a non-disrupted operation in spite of the unlawful work stoppage initiated by the OWTU last week and continue to put things in place to ensure its continuity," the release said. OWTU President General Ansel Roget is expected to meet with workers today. Liat service is expected to improve significantly following the return to service of one of its two newly acquired ATR aircraft, which was grounded in Barbados for about 1 week due to a technical issue that has now been resolved. And I quote, "Nothing is more important to us than the security and safety of our passengers," said Ian Brunton, Liat's Chief Executive Officer. The ATR-72, a twin-engine turboprop short-haul regional aircraft, is one of 2 such planes recently acquired by the company in its fleet modernization program. Unfortunately, in the aviation business, aircraft, both old and new, experience technical issues from time to time. But safety is our major concern, and we apologize that our passengers were inconvenienced, especially during the peak summer season, Brunton added. Reiterating Liat's safety focus required immediate action on maintenance concerns, the CEO reported. And I quote, "The new parts that were needed have arrived and been installed in Barbados. Our maintenance team has given the aircraft a thumbs up." The ATR-600 brings new operational capability through outstanding performance at takeoff on short runways, increased max payload, reduced maintenance costs, redesigned cabin, and latest avionics technology. To improve passenger comfort and operational efficiency, Liat is replacing all of its Dash 8 aircraft with the ATR aircraft. Later this week, Liat expects to take delivery of its 3rd new ATR-72 from the France-based manufacturer. The refleeting program is expected to be completed next year and will see the aging fleet of Dash 8 aircraft being replaced with 12 brand new ATR-600 series aircraft. The new fleet will include a mixture of 68 and 48 seaters by the first quarter of 2014. More than half of the new ATRs are expected to be operating through Liat's network, with the remaining airplanes expected to come online by the end of 2014. Jamaica's ambassador to the United States, Stephen Vassiani, has expressed concern over the large number of Jamaicans being deported from the U.S. back to Jamaica on a monthly basis. And I quote, "Far too many Jamaicans are stepping onto the deportation train. Each month, about 75 Jamaicans are sent home for indulging in unlawful activities," Vassiani pointed out. The Jamaican envoy to Washington told the over 800 Jamaicans and Friends of Jamaica who attended the Jamaica Independence Celebration Foundation, Jamaica 51 Independence Bowl in Manhattan, New York, on Saturday that Jamaica believes that there is some problem with the deportation system, as in certain instances, persons are sent to Jamaica when in fact they have no earthly ties to the country. They may have come to the United States as children, lived their lives there, and now they are required to fend for themselves in unfamiliar territory. Vassiani argued that the deportation system may actually be counterproductive to both Jamaica and the U.S. because it sets in place a loop of criminality. He pointed out that persons are sent back to Jamaica with no means of economic survival, and so they become entrenched in criminality, which creates instability at home, and they sometimes export their criminality back to the U.S. Vassiani said it was his hope that the U.S. will continue to give thought to more humane and sympathetic consideration for persons who are directed to the deportation train when they commit minor offenses. The ambassador urged Jamaicans in the diaspora to guide those Jamaicans inclined to stray from the straight and narrow to live and work within the law. Vassiani said as Jamaica marks its 51st anniversary of independence, and I quote, "We must redouble our efforts to maintain good relations with the U.S., even as we also ensure that Jamaicans in the diaspora continue to share their lives and retain their links with family and friends at home." In a message read by Chairperson of the JICF, Paulette Willoughby, U.S. President Barack Obama praised the Jamaican community for the outstanding contribution it has made to the growth of the United States. You're watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $1,000 financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.
I can't believe your mom let you take your car out. This is awesome.
It's time to grow.
You're crazy.
Little while
Go faster. Stop.
It'll all be alright.
I raised my son to be careful,
Hey, sweetie. Hey, Mom.
but just to be safe,
So don't you worry.
I got a Subaru.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Coleman Subaru, 1710 North Alden Avenue, Ewing, New Jersey, or ColemanSubaru.com.
Since we announced Sign and Drive with zero out of pocket and low monthly payments, cars been flying out of Bronx Honda at a record pace. Whoa! New Accord with zero out of pocket for $249 a month, or new Civics just $199 per month, or save thousands with 0% financing. You never had to leave the Bronx to get the best price on the Honda. Bronx Honda guarantees the lowest price in the Bronx. Bronx Honda, East Tremont Avenue. Visit BronxHonda.com.